Diego, and today what I'm about to do here is a block of instructions of Aiki and Atemi. You're going to see some fine movements of joint lock, manipulation of wrists, as well as physiology and body autonomy. So when I'm throwing the sensei to Kenri, I want you to understand this is a tape, and a lot of stuff that I'm about to do here. It's kind of hard to narrate this at the same time and give you the scenario that you probably want to see. But this is also for your learning and your pleasure. And stay away if you see some kids, some of the stuff is not to be practiced unless you've been taught by a real instructor or a professional that knows what he's doing. None of this stuff is being taken for granted. As you know, martial arts, Jiu-Jitsu has been around for a long time. Aiki's been around for a long time. It's been introduced probably 6,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago, dating back to the monks in the Malay Mountains of Tibet. The first technique I'm going to do is a shoulder throw. I'm going to do it one time, modify. And the best thing for me to do is to do it faster. We call Sensei the Kenri. And Mac is going to be just attempting to grab me. At this time, always think about the octagon facilitating in motion at all times. It's like a rover, you know what I mean? You don't want to stay stationary, never in an attack. Your arm position should be directed at a 45, 90-degree angle of the leg structure, which is called morote. Morote serves to deflect or to move inside or outside. Mac is going to come up. He attacks. I sidestep, and I'm going to bring him around so the camera can see it. He'll do one throw. I lock the armpit, hand throw. So you can see that. Again, as you see, it takes great skill. Now, Mac is good uke. Ukemi means the guy that knows how to fly and fall. But just because he knows how to fly doesn't mean he's not getting thrown. He is getting thrown. And it's up to the person that's coordinating his body structure. Now, you see me, I'm not using low horse stance or kibidaji, as you know in karate. I'm using basically a reflective move, which is done by the body structure. And it's almost like dancing, so to say. Again, watch it. I'm trying to do it a little bit more modified. As he's attacking, I'm bringing the hand. As you notice, I'm pinning him again, and then send it up. Okay, fine. As you notice, I'm styling down here, okay? And again, the reason why I take the 2 steps back is always give you some leverage between this man and whoever else. I don't know who's attacking me, working from the octagon. So it's an 85 figures. The picture's 8 opponents attacking from different directions. Okay, so the next move, again, is Ikyo, which a lot of people perhaps know in Aikido, is a hand form of grab. But let's not talk about the Japanese knife, which I'm trying to teach you. He's going to grab it. In the offense of touching, what you want to do is pin compliance. As I'm redirecting his motion, I'm also facilitating my moves to make it a little bit more at an angle. As you notice, I'm twisting the hand, creating a smoke lock. At the same time, I got excruciating motion, locking him, and he's not assisting me with that because that one, he has to kind of like go with the flow, or either be hand broken or his wrist hurt pretty severely. And if you're sparring with somebody, or if you're fighting with somebody in the streets, this is the way you probably want to grab it if you're really doing throwing techniques. Sometimes you could dispute this, but I'd rather have a guy where I got total control from, especially if he has a knife or a weapon, or a gun, Glock, whatever, Mac 10 or 9mm, whatever. You know what I mean? The structure is to keep him away from you. Okay, we're going to do this again, one more time. He attacks. As you notice, Mac starts getting nervous because this messes with his cerebral cortex and the central nervous system when I'm doing this. And it starts making shape manipulations. You notice the hand is kind of twisted as the cameraman is angling the move. He's going to show you the hand placement. You see, and it's kind of excruciating. So if he threw a punch, try to throw a punch. You see, even if he went that direction, I also got to pin it underneath. If you come around here, pin it underneath on a gooseneck lock as well. And then when I'm throwing it, I don't have to do much. Okay, let's go to the next technique, which a lot of my students are practicing this move. It's called a leg lock choke. It's a very scientific lock, and however you can dispute this, you can say, hey, I don't know how to do this because of the fact that I don't think I'll ever do that in the streets. But you never know what scenario you're going to be involved with or what situation you may put in. You might be dropped to the floor where you have to execute a technique like this. Always going to the high of the neck. It's called the head of the neck right here. It's almost like a chicken, you know, when you snap it, you have 2 pressure points from the back of the neck, creating disturbance within the jugular vein here and esophagus and the Adam's apple, which concentrates the neck and probably puts some renders some conscience if you want to. It depends on how you lock your legs, how well do you lock your legs. Let's go down to the floor. Let's drop. This is where I would grab Mac, and I'm just going to position myself because this is kind of a hard technique, so you guys can see it. Usually I'm grabbing the guy, maintaining this type of structure. So in case the guy moves, Mac move, I got total control. And you notice whether like I do with the left leg, notice this got to be done properly. And it's Speedy Gonzalez-like. I got the right, and I got a choke. I got a good choke here because I'm elevating myself. You can see he's tapping. Whether I do with the left, I got a good choke. Again. Now, there's also the more tense you put, I can render his consciousness. You notice he's losing consciousness without not even doing anything. Let me let him go, okay? Well, the next technique is a funny technique where the guy is choking me. It's called what we call a lapel choke throw. This is primarily could be used in judo. Like I said, we're not trying to incorporate what judo does. We're trying to explain and show you something that perhaps will save your life. You sometimes wearing a clothing, coat, or what have you not, and perhaps, I don't know why here in California you don't have that, but in New York City you have coats a lot of times. But you could be wearing a shirt. This could primarily work in a shirt, or either without a shirt as well. So it works 3 different ways. I'll show you the first with the gi, which McKenry's wearing as his in the bench press. He's choking me. This can be done. He's applying the pressure. As he's applying the pressure, I also want to do a crisscross. If you can focus that crisscross on this. And we already choked me. If he's choking, I do a crisscross. But I don't want to challenge him. My main objective is to maintain, as you notice, I'm continuing to choke and lock the hand. My main objective is here to maintain the choke. He's maintaining the choke. I pull down, and when I elevate, I'm pulling at this crisscross. You notice how I lock his elbow. I hope you got that. And when I come down, this leg supines right in between his venocal cava. Again, I know that's kind of, that's the vein, the main vein. So I'm pulling kind of outwards so I can get a good stretch, or you can be vested in there, and again, the guy could be unconscious depending on how well you put it. If you're pulling down, if you're pulling up. This technique could also be incorporated into a crisscross choke, where I crisscross choke, and now, if he's just choke, I'm sorry, I didn't work side first. He's choking, let him choke me, choke, and now I crisscross choke him. Now bring it in, bring it this way, okay, then throw. Same concept, leg down, hands embedded upward, which creates an elbow lock in compliance. All right? Okay. One of the most fascinating in martial arts science, which be, believe it or not, is when you see a guy, he steps 2 and 3 position. It's very rare when you see something different in the martial arts science. Guy can probably throw a kick from the left or right, move. This is very important. Working on leg cross locks, you got to position yourself in an inside vertical position, front and center, right between his chest and his collarbone to throw the punch. You can see what I'm talking about. So you got a good striking method. You got a good move, and at the same time, if I wanted to fall down, I got a good leg lock, and then embedded into it. So you can see, I can crisscross this in 2 different ways, so that I won't hurt him. Let's put the crisscross so you can see the motion. This is a different lock. Now, I can do it in a different format where you can see. This is a different format where I can see embedded. And notice right in the testosterone area where you also pushing down on his groin and giving him flat. Now this move here, you can also incorporate what they call a double leg lock, wing lock. Very painful. Okay, you can see where I lock this. Then as you incorporate this my watches. Okay, let's go into a different lock. Like from here. A standardized lock from the back. Now, if I incorporate this lock, now I got Achilles heel lock. Both legs supine. incorporate this lock, I'm going to show you this move. It's kind of hard because I'm moving around here. Now I incorporate this lock. If I incorporate this lock, now I incorporate one man leg lock. Let's keep on showing you how scientific the legs work here. And if I incorporate this, let's get this leg in here, which is kind of hard. You probably dispute this. Then I got to move. Let him move. And now I got a good solid foundation. And then if I move this way, then I got the two-side leg lock. All right? All right, let's continue. Okay, the next move is, you can call it a shimmy lock where he strikes. Let's do it from a striking standpoint. He attacks, I move, facilitate around him. It's kind of like embrace. When I embrace, I'm going to embrace the inner and outer. And you see, choke for a second. Then the same corporation, we have the same move, which is called a shimmy lock, which we're going to drop down on a supine motion. And this is leverage. Both legs put inside, and then, or inside both ways. Then a more classic Roman Greco move, where you come and punch, so you can see the motion. I grab, facilitate the motion. I supply my move, because the way I want to do this, I'm kind of locking them down. And when I drop back, I got a good neck and a good muscle. Now, if I block it like this, it'll be the classic one that you used to see. Okay, let's go into more rigorous style of movement. Guy attacks, punch, I block, hitting the center of the cavity. I move, he locks the hands, throw another punch, and as you see now, I got a winded throw, which is locking both hands, intertwined, and he could break, so I have to up. Again, that's really nasty. Again, I'm going to do a vertical lock on him. He throws a punch. Again, I'm coming from the outside, and he attacks from this side. Attacks from this side, and now I got and he's locking. And he has to go. As you can see, he's not helping with that. Now, he attacks again, when he grabs, do a grab motion, and now I'm going to reverse it, and I'm going to rise on this, where the guy is knocked out of consciousness. As you can see. It's kind of a funny move there. Guy attacks by grabbing. Let's do some grabs here so you guys can see. He comes again, punches. So I'm going to redirect his soul energy. Just turn around to the camera. And drop. As you can see. Again, I think the camera having problems there. The guy attacks. As you can see, never go under. As you can see, the arm will break on embrace. Alright? Do that again. The guy attacks. Get a little bit more. It's kind of hard for me to talk it. Like I said, narrate this stuff. Guy attacks from behind. Let's do it. I'm going to spin around so you notice. Spin around. Look at the way his hands are locked in my chest. I can break it. Go. Guy locks. And now, vertical thumb lock. Again. So. Again, both hands lock. This is thumb on thumb, which I utilize as lock. And again, let's do a crisp. You notice break, and his thumb is still in there, being fired, and he's in pain. again, the uke is not helping me. He's actually has no choice but to go with the flow. You know? Okay, let's go a merry-go-round, which I like this technique. Because, again, just try to grab in the opposite. And this is a dangerous technique. Again, he has no choice because his hands are shake. We'll do, again, another scientific move. He grabs. I love this stuff, man. We can get I hope you got the angle in here. Okay. This is as you notice, some people dispute this with a body or what they call modified hip throw, fantoshi. You know. Okay. Again, so you see the leg sweep. Okay. Guy grabs position. Okay. This leg. Okay. Grab that for you. Relocks. Okay. And now, let me just say some of the counters so you guys can see what I'm doing. That's real, as you see. Okay. See, so you lock him in different angles, different ways, regardless if he thinks he got you, you got him. And a lot of you helping me out with this stuff. There you go. You have no choice. Okay. Let's continue going. Then I'm going to some sophisticated stuff that you probably never seen. Okay, let's do with the guy really tight. Okay, he grabs me. I like to let him go because the angle of his neck, you can see, you feel, we'll do that again. Another inch. Okay, let's bring it back here. The angle of his neck. See, it's a shake and bake, right? So watch this move. The shake and bake. Tip top, and let's do it to. This is a different block, as you notice. Okay, he grabs me, give me a chance to see he grabs very tight, like he's trying to get out from me. And he got me real good, which is totally awesome. Reverse it. And let's go back into another same concept of the arm throw. And he grabs again, so he can show you the beauty behind it. Okay. Now he's in trouble. And I still got maintain. So if he filmed that position, his hands are in trap, as you notice. Let's do this again. So, bring it back this way. Okay. Let me bring in this format so you can see when I'm bending his elbow. I'm going to do. You see his fingers again on that manipulation. Now let's go into the joint manipulation while he's down there. Notice I twist the elbow so you can see the actual movement. It's called joint manipulation. And watch how I get into the joint manipulation. You move your hands so I won't hurt you. Okay, what I want you to do, I'm not applying a lot of pressure. I want you to get out of it. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, and he still he can get out of this anytime he wants to, if he wanted to. So what I'm doing is trying to relax my body, and I'm going to become a snake in 2 minutes. Now, what I'm going to do is lock the leg into this area. Okay? Okay, I'm letting him breathe so he won't get hurt. So I can show you the moves. Notice how I am lock. Okay, twist the body around. Okay, and you notice this is good. Now I got him in the system. Okay, let's continue to roll the opposite way. See, he's trying to get out of these positions. And now he's in jeopardy here because his neck can be smashed and broken if I really wanted to. Okay, I'm going to roll with him to assist him. Now his hands. That's such a nasty lock. So if you notice again, a double instinct pack, so he's in trouble. You know what I mean? So let's give him another freeway. Let me get that other hand, sir. Bad guy got to give you the hand. Okay. Say if he's grabbing my gi. Say if he's trying to pull me down with him under. What I want to do now is just basically relax. Everything's relaxed. The more energy, less waste with this guy, the better it is for you. Okay. Let me alleviate the pressure so he can grab more tight, more firm grip. Okay, he got a good firm grip. Now, what I want to do is incorporate So you see, again, he's in trouble. Now let's let him off this lock. Okay? Let's go into another lock. Can you get out of that? I'm going to let him pull away like he probably does with the other guys. Give him some time to kind of like work with it. You can pull out. Let me do his spring chicken stuff. I call it the gooseneck spring chicken. And now we're going into, if you notice, continue to grab if you want. He's got me in this. This is what primarily you see a lot of the grapplers do. This position, tight, move on real strongly. He's got me in this position, and he's going to bring me forward. Okay. Now, again, if you can see if you can come down and crisscross on the point on the hand. As you notice, I got him kind of trapped. Look at my other leg. If you notice the feeling of the leg, this is a move that goes beyond. Beyond comprehension. You know what I mean? Of course. Then broken. All right. And we right back again, incorporated into the same hand structure. All right. Let Mac get some breather, and we continue. Okay, let's do the leg work. Leg work. Guy kicks, if you notice, I'm positioning myself, and Mac is assisting me again. He attempts to grab. Now, when you're doing leg work, you want to have kind of room door, so you can have this move. Again, when you're facilitating, you don't want to facilitate inside. Okay, grab. I'm letting him do some scenarios. Okay, whatever way you want to take me. Let's take him down. He's going to trip me here. Oh, I love this stuff. Leg work is very important, especially. Okay. I'm giving him a chance, so let Mac do his thing. The better it is for him. The better climax. You can see the importance of control, restraint. Now let's do the better point. As you notice, the attacks, kicks on the ribs. You want to facilitate inside. Drops, and then this one is a side step through. It's called walking through. Now, this motion, you got to really hold it upright position, and then side slope down. We're going to continue to work it. Let's do a one-arm throw again, so I can show you some of the sophisticated arm throws besides the grab. This is called underneath armpit. I'm not actually grabbing the armpit, he'd be hurt. I grab the armpit, he'd be hurt. Soup! See that, right? Again, that was your armpit, boss. Just go with that. Again, let's do the attack is running through. So, sometimes moves like this, you have to kind of like venture with it because it's kind of like hard. Notice the tactical. So, then of course, let's embed into this move again. It kind of looks like a repeat, but it's not. And let's. All right. Okay, you okay? Okay, he's gonna bring it this way. So you can see now he's in trouble. He's joint lock himself, even if he's that good. Okay, axe kick, top of the head. This is primarily attacks. Don't be scared of axe kicks. Orange flash. This is a very important move. You know, can you kick? There's no sense for you to kick. Now, so you see, when you move, stepping through. Okay, go from behind. What we call a double. Okay, tighten, kind of strong, like he's trying to embrace, like choking with the other hand. The more he chokes, the better it is for him. Choke. The more he chokes, the more it is. And choke. 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 He's choking. Choke. Choke. That's good. Choke. Choke. And again, I got him good. Then this is color. Roll and throw. Let's continue to go. Grab two-handed grab. I like these things first. Push. I like to use the thing to go. Let's go into choke. I like this because this is another one where you have to have flexibility on your back. You're moving is like a superente. You're moving back on a rope. It's not really superente. Kind of flexing your joints as you're choking him. Grab tightly on the wrist. The more he grabs tightly, the more he. You can listen to that, baby. Then even if he sticks his knee into your guards, it won't hurt. Ready? He attacks. Let's continue to go on the moves, on the roll. I move flexibility. Okay, hold on tight. You grab me tight, or whatever way you want to grab me. Tight. Let him go. Let him get into the structure. Tight. You got that tight? Tight. Okay. Got it tight. Tight. Okay. Titanium. Flip it. Modifying him into locking joint. Okay, let's go a little bit more scientific. Guy attacks like choking. You want to snap, you want to pull him down, and okay, let's come back this way. Snap, goes down under. This kind of a. Okay, you okay? Okay. Usually when your man is like so, you want to have him. This is not scissor lock. Okay, but I'm gonna let him go. Okay, you ready? All right. This is a neck bridge lock. You can see the move right here. It's impossible for him. I'll break his neck. Okay, hey, breathe in. Let's do some choking. Close. Get tense to check. Choke again. He's tense to choke. Come on, choke. Ready? Okay, these are moves that you want to learn defense attack. Okay. Guy chokes. Yeah. Okay. So you notice I'm going to hit him here, and I'm. Alright? So you guys can see this. Again, another joint lock. Let me show you sophisticated. This is intense. So even if he's that good, and he pulls under you, okay? Alright. I'm trying to adjust this how we're going. fist this belt while I talk. Alright, as you've been noticing, there's different, I'm just winging it, this is not even anything of the nature as you probably used to seeing on your videotapes. So you're going to be seeing